So I want to talk about one of the new isekai from this season that's doing something somewhat interesting. That's, I guess you say, it's not doing the same typical isekai trash thing, but at the same time, it's doing something that isekai trash do a lot, but it's still something somewhat-ish unique because the way they're doing it. And that is this long-ass title. It's I got a cheat skill in another world and became unrivaled in the real world too. Yes, another long-ass title like always, because that's what they love doing with these damn isekai now. But let's talk about this anime. Now, this anime is doing something unique, but it's not something we haven't seen before, but they're leaning more in one direction than the other, and that is the main character, he finds basically a door that lets him go to the other world, so that's how he goes to the isekai world, because, you know, that goes in the portal/door type of isekai genre. And basically, he goes to the other world, but at the same time, we still see a lot of, like, the regular world, because majority of these first 4 episodes, he spent way more time in his regular world than the isekai world. So as of right now, it seems like we're spending more time in the regular world than actually the isekai world, because we've only had, honestly, like a few scenes, and we really don't know that much besides a few things about monsters and where he lives, where I guess you say the location of the house he lives at in the other world is at, and then we also meet a princess of that world. So we really haven't seen that much, but I think we are going to start seeing more. But at the same time, it seems like we're focusing way more on his regular world life, because his life gets way better once he gets to the isekai world. Because let's talk about him. So the main character's name is Yuya, and just know he's the isekai character that, you know, he's fat. So, you know, for some reason in Japan they think just because you're fat that means you have to get bullied, and that means you're weak, when it's like, dog, nah. I know a lot of people that are bigger or heavy set that they ain't gonna let that shit play just because. And I'm just saying that might be their society with niggas being soft, but fuckers over here, we ain't soft like that. Hey, somebody that's big, they ain't about to let a whole bunch of people bully them the way they be getting bullied in these anime. I'm like, dog, that wouldn't fly over here. Niggas be getting their ass whooped if some shit like that was happening, because he basically gets bullied a lot in here, and he gets bullied badly. And we find out the main reason why he's getting bullied is because, like, his little brother and sister, I'm not sure exactly how they're related, but some type of way they're related. We just know that for some reason his little brother and little sister just want to bully him and have like all these gangs and all this stuff, basically bully the shit out of him at school and make his life horrible. And we really don't know why, because they really haven't got like explanation. Maybe we might get one in the next few episodes. But yeah, essentially he gets bullied because he's fat. And one of the days he happens to save this girl while he's walking to go to the convenience store, because she was getting hit on by these older guys that were trying to force her to do something. He eventually tries to go save him. He proceeds to get his ass whooped, and the one girl eventually like runs away because he kind of quote unquote saved her. He goes home and he's just like feeling sad because he's always feels weak and all this other type of shit like that. And that's when he goes to the bathroom. He pushes the mirror way too much, and it happens to open the damn door. And then he walks in there and he goes to another world, and he's like, wow, I'm in another world. And he sees like the skill points and shit like that, stuff like that. You can see like his profile, so you know it eventually, you know, technically just like the game isekai type of thing where you always see like the skills and blah blah, all that shit, whatever. But yeah, essentially he sees that, and then he goes there and he sees like monsters hitting like this shield where he's at, and then he realizes he can use any type of weapon, so he uses them weapons. And then what happens is he goes through a metamorphosis, and out of nowhere he becomes skinny and tall, and we could say very handsome. And this is where the anime gets ridiculous, because as soon as he gets out of the isekai world, he goes back to his regular world. Every girl is dropping their panties for this man, basically, essentially, because they think he looks like a model. They're losing their goddamn mind. They're like, oh my gosh, who is this? Who's this attractive person? Is he a model? Like, every single woman in this anime, like, it makes no sense. I'm like, dog, do you not realize not every woman's gonna find this man attractive? Because there's people like that in the real world. Like, we all have our own different type of taste, but you know, anime wise, they're losing their mind. They think he's a model. So essentially he went to the isekai world and he became basically, I guess you could say, quote unquote handsome, because since he was quote unquote bigger and fat, that he couldn't be the same person. It's dumb, you know. I digress about that little dumb plot right there. But yeah, he goes out to the world. All these girls are on his dick now because he's handsome, and like every girl wants him. Guys are looking at him like, wow, who is this? They don't believe it's actually him. And that's when we proceed to the one girl that he rescues actually comes to the school where he's at, and she wants to offer him like a role at her school, because she goes to a super advanced school where like a lot of people go that are like that. It's a really good school, I guess you'd say. And that's when you see his like little brother and sister that are at the middle school are trying to get there, but they are also talking shit about Yuya, talking about how he's trash, all of this, and like why they're better. And then the one girl that he saves like, dog, nah. He's like, y'all ain't cut out to this school. So those two get all mad and butt hurt. And then when we see when Yuya goes goes to the new school. So the thing about Yuya is he has no confidence in himself, mainly because, you know, he's been getting bullied for years, so all his confidence is down. So he's always thinking bad about himself and just thinking like, yo, I'm not good enough for this school. And like at the school, they're trying to let him know, like, dog, you're good enough to be here. You don't have to be smart. You don't got to be like this super talented person to come here. It's like, you're fine being here. And like as he goes to the school, he gets to like start appreciating it, and he's seeing that like, yo, I can actually maybe like actually think for myself and actually be happy about my life again. So that's the thing with the school. And there's a lot of funny moments when he goes there, because when he first goes, gets introduced as his class, because like he basically like goes to the school as a preview, and he just like as a tryout. And like as he's in that class, it's kind of funny because all the girls and everybody are losing their mind because they're like, oh my gosh, he's so handsome. And then like he goes to sit down in one of the classes, and then like he needs to share somebody's like notebook, and before the teacher can even ask to share the notebook, the student next to him just scoots her desk so fast over to him, and she's looking at him. Yeah, there's so many ridiculous things in here. There's a whole episode where this man goes to the mall to get clothes, and next thing you know, this man becomes like a model, and he like poses for a model as the day. It's so stupid, man. Essentially, this anime was just a weight loss anime, but instead of it actually being a weight loss anime, this man just goes through the isekai world and then evolves into like a handsome, tall person, and then bam, goes to the regular world, and every girl wants him, and everybody wants to be friends with him, and now he's super athletic because he still has all those powers and all this stuff. It's essentially that. It's a workout anime that's just not a workout anime because he just, you know, finesse the game to basically get taller and lose weight and look different or whatever. I digress. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not the best isekai ever. I mean, it's not really, in my opinion, this is more of a slice of life high school anime, and it just has little isekai elements because he does go to the other world. But besides that, it is more a slice of life anime, and it deals with a guy that really has no confidence in himself because he's been bullied for so damn long, and he's basically been getting done dirty for so long that like he doesn't know how to really express himself the best way. He thinks everybody's looking down on him. He thinks that he's not good enough for so many things when he actually is, and he can actually live his life and actually enjoy life. So I mean, it's basically that. But I will say this, the newest episode pissed me off. So his little brother and sister, they pull up to the school he's at with this biker gang, and they proceed to basically almost try to kidnap the girl that like he rescued, and he goes down there and he whoops all their asses like in a way, and then like they're all getting sent to like jail, and that's when like one of the biker gang gets mad like at the little brother and is choking the shit out of him, and then he even slaps the little sister, and he's like, as he's proceeding to do that, that's when Yuya goes and saves them, and then Yuya says some dumb shit. He's saying, yo, because they're like, oh, Yuya, you actually saved us even though we did all these bad things to you. And he was like, you know what? He's like, I forgive you because we're family. And I'm like, what? I said, you are not family. I said, dog, it does not matter if y'all are family. They have been doing you dirty for so long. Like, dog, they made your life miserable. And you want to talk about because your family, you saved them? You could have just said because you didn't want to see somebody get killed at this school. You could have said that. That would have been way more logical than saying, I saved you because we're family. And I'm like, dog, no. They did you dirty. You don't got to be the bigger person all the time. It's like, dog, when you have family members that do you dirty, you can cut them off. All he had to do was cut them off. He just said, he could have just said, dog, I saved you because I didn't want to see you die here and let all these students at this good school be scarred. That's all he could have said. But no, he's like, it's because we're family. And that shit just pissed me off. And I was like, all right. I was like, nope, 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 nope. As an isekai main character, you were in the lower tier because of that dumb shit. Real character development would have realized you can cut their asses off. Not trying to be a bigger person / Captain Save-A-Ho. You don't always need a Save-A-Ho. Dog, they did you dirty. You do not need them in your life. F them. That's what he should have said was fuck y'all. He's like, I saved you just because you didn't want to be killed. Like, yeah, that shit is right there just pissing me off with this anime. That was a very dumb episode. The episodes so far have all been meh. I mean, this is the middle of the road type of isekai to me. Like, it's a decently well good isekai. I think the art style is interesting, but the main character guy, him just being so having low basically he has low self-esteem. If you think about it, he really does have low self-esteem, and because he's been getting bullied his whole life. But like, it's okay one, but this is more just a slice of life high school anime in my opinion. It really is that. It just has isekai elements sprinkled in it because he goes to another world, and like every girl is on his dick in this anime. There has not been one girl in this anime that's not on his dick. This man was at a whole mall, and when he was posing to be with the girl that's a model, like literally every woman there was losing their goddamn mind like they've never seen him, and they're just thinking like he's the most handsome guy in the whole world. But yeah, if you've been watching this, let me know how you feel about it. If you're not seeing it, why not check it out? It's on Crunchyroll, you know, hop in your pirate, you can watch it that way too though. But yeah, it's alright, but it ain't nothing special. It's just guy gets skinny and now he gets bitches. That's literally essentially the story. He gets skinny and now he can pull bitches, even though he doesn't know how to pull bitches, because even all these girls are like making all these like moves towards him, he still doesn't know what to do because he was always just a fat guy that was always low self-esteem, and he really had no self-confidence, and now he looks handsome, and now bitches are on his dick and he doesn't know what to do with it as of yet. Because even though it was like in the isekai world, the princess asks to marry him and shit, and there's stuff like that, and then he still has all these girls that are talking about, oh, I wonder if he has a girlfriend. It's like, I mean, it's different than your typical harem type of shit, but still at the same time, it's kind of like crazy. They're just saying like, oh, just because he gets skinny now he's handsome, when it's like, he was probably still the same person just because he was bigger and heavy set. It's just like, yeah, he just didn't have no confidence because he was getting bullied so damn crazy. But yeah, this one's alright though. I mean, I enjoy watching each week because I'm curious to see what ridiculous thing's gonna happen next, because every episode has really just been slice of life and it hasn't really been nothing crazy. If you're looking for an OP isekai character, he's not it, mainly because he is OP, but I mean, it's more slice of life, so you're barely gonna see any isekai fights, because like we're mainly just seeing his life in the regular real world, and then sometimes he goes to the isekai world. But it's not really nothing special though. But it's one of the better ones from this season, because this season honestly has had a lot of mediocre isekai, sadly, because this is a very weak season for isekai compared to like seasons of the past. This one is very weak. It's getting carried mainly by I think it's the Raeliana one, of course Konosuba, and then Kuma Kuma, and then every other one is in the middle of the pack. This one's just above all the other ones that are out this season though. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, why not like? If you didn't, if you dislike, subscribe, if you really enjoyed. But yeah, this one's okay though. I call it basically cheat isekai because I ain't saying that long ass title. I'm tired of these isekai with these long ass titles. They need to stop. Make this shit short. I don't know why they're doing whole ass long ass sentences for all these titles. I know this is one of the ones that's it's not super long, and there are ones that are longer, but still, it's a long ass title to me though, because it's like, dog, it should only be a few different words, not multiple like the way they be having. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next video though. Bye. But still, this man basically gets handsome and starts pulling bitches.